Hello everyone, welcome to EHRZ Science. In the previous lecture, I gave you some detailed information about node, branches and loops. I told you that in order to have a clear concept in electrical engineering, you have to have a basic knowledge about node, loops, etc. Today, I will give you the concept of Kirchhoff's law. See, I have written here, today's topic is Kirchhoff's law. We all have the idea of Ohm's law since our secondary level. However, Ohm's law by itself is not sufficient to analyze electrical circuit. More specifically, I can say that Ohm's law is not sufficient to solve complex circuits too. However, when Ohm's law is coupled with Kirchhoff's two laws, we have a sufficient powerful set of tools for analyzing a large variety of electric circuits. Kirchhoff's law were first introduced by the German physicist Gustav Robert Kirchhoff in the year 1847. Okay, these laws are formally known as Kirchhoff's current law or KCL. Okay, Kirchhoff's current law or KCL. Kirchhoff's current law is based on conservation of charges or conservation of charge. And Kirchhoff's second form law is Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. KVL is based on conservation of energy. Okay. In today's lecture, we will have the discussion about Kirchhoff's current law only. In the next lecture, we will have a discussion about Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now, Kirchhoff's current law. What is Kirchhoff's current law or KCL? Kirchhoff's current law states that the algebraic sum of currents entering in a node is 0. Mathematically, we can write that the summation of In is equal to 0. Now here, n, what is this n? N means the number of branches that are connected to a node. Okay, the number of branches that are connected to a node. Now, I hope you all have a clear view about nodes now, since I gave you a detailed information about node in my previous lecture. Let us consider this is a node. The name of the node is A. Okay, this point is a node in circuit. Current I1, current I2 and current I3. These three currents are entering into this node, and current I4, okay, and current I5. These two currents are leaving this node. Now, from the law we see that the algebraic sum is 0. What does it means by the algebraic sum is 0? Let us have an example. Suppose A and B, these are two different quantities, but the summation of A plus B is 0. Now what does A plus B is 0? It means that if the value of A is positive 2, then in order to satisfy this equation, the value of B must be, or the value of B have to have -2. And only in that case A plus B will be is equal to 0. Now this means the algebraic sum is 0 here. So the algebraic sum of any quantities or any different quantities is 0. That means the sign of some quantities are positive and the sign of some quantities are negative. In Kirchhoff's current law, we are considering the current sign I1, I2 and I3 be positive, or more specifically the sign of currents entering into the node is positive, and the sign of the currents leaving the node is negative. So we can write that current I1, it is positive, current I2 is positive, current I3 is also positive, because these three currents are such I1, I2 and I3. These three currents are entering into the node A. So by convention, the sign of these currents will be positive, and the sign of current I4 is negative since it is leaving the node. Same things goes for I5. Now we have to have the summation of these currents. So let us add these currents. So I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5 have been added, and by Kirchhoff's current law KCL, this algebraic sum is equal to 0. Or see, I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0, or I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I4 plus I5. Now you all can see that I1, I2 and I3 is the summation of entering currents and I4 and I5 is the summation of leaving currents. Okay. So we also can state that KCL means, okay, KCL means summation of i's that are entering into the node is equal to summation of i's that are leaving that node. This is the basic concept on Kirchhoff current law. Students, let us solve an example about Kirchhoff's current law, which is example 1. This is node A, this is node B, can use another pen. This is 4 ampere current, here is 1 ampere, 5 ampere, I1, 2 ampere, this is I2, here is 7 ampere, and here is I3. You have been given this circuit and you have to calculate I1, I2 and I3. Okay. So students, you can pause the video so that you can do the problem by yourself. Now I am giving you the solution. See, whenever you are solving any problem regarding Kirchhoff's current law, first of all, tricks. First of all, try to find a node. Try to find all the nodes. Okay. When you are able to find all the nodes in a circuit, it is very easy to solve the node currents. Now, how many nodes in this circuit here? We know that node is the point where branches are connected. This is a node. This is node C. This is also a node D. This is also a node E. This is also a node F. Okay. We have a 6 ampere current here. Students, see at node B, 6 ampere current is entering this node, 7 ampere current is leaving, as well as I2 current. So at node B, 6 ampere current is entering, so this is positive 6. I2 current is leaving, so this is minus I2. 7 ampere current is also leaving, so this is minus 7. Total summation is 0, which means 6 minus I2 minus 7 is equal to 0. So I2 is equal to 6 minus 7 minus 1 ampere. Okay, we have calculated one of our unknowns, which is I2 is minus 1 ampere. Since we know I2, now if we apply KCL at node D, see, we know I2, so we can calculate I3. Similarly, at node D, 4 ampere current is leaving the node, so minus 4. I2 current is entering the node, so plus I2. Similarly, I3 current is also entering the node, so plus I3 is equal to 0. Minus 4, and we know the value of I2 is minus 1, so this positive multiplied with negative will give you a negative number, so minus 1 plus I3 is equal to 0. So I3 is equal to 5 ampere. We have calculated another unknown. Now see, at node E, okay, at node E, so at node E, see, 2 ampere current is entering the node, 5 ampere current is also entering the node, but I1 current is leaving the node. So at node E, plus 2 plus 5 plus minus 1 is equal to 0, which means 2 minus 5 minus I1 is equal to 0. So I1 is equal to minus 3 ampere. So we have calculated all the unknowns we had to find. So in this circuit, I1 is equal to minus 3 amps, I2 is minus 1 ampere, and I3 is equal to, see, in this circuit, I1 is equal to minus 3 amps, I2 is equal to minus 1 ampere, and I3 is equal to 5 ampere. So I hope you have understood the problem. Now I am giving you a homework problem. Students, this is your homework problem. You have to determine I1 and I2 from this circuit. I hope you will able to solve the problem. So that's for today. I will give you the idea about Kirchhoff's voltage law in the next lecture. That's for all today. Thank you.